Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Backpack Trader Training Room for Wednesday, November 26th, 2025. Please note the required risk disclosure. This room is for educational and information purposes only. It is not financial advice. Trade your charts, not mine. Trading of this type carries substantial risks and should only be attempted with funds you can afford to do without. All right. And we'll put this aside. We have a crude inventory session at 10:30 this morning. Like for Russell in a short, pre-market short, it's starting to trail because it's a bigger trade. The trailer's still not to the, and there's money management, so that trade's off the table. YM has a get in sync long. Crude is flat. Unleaded is in a short trade. That's its third trade of the morning. Went short, stopped and reversed to long at 41 from 17. That's a 48 tick loss, 24 ticks per position. Stops out at 42 for a single tick. Target one traders pick up 26 plus 1, 27. So you're down 21. Target two traders are down 46. Pound Aussie's had a rough morning. 8:30 start, even if you wait a couple of minutes for, yeah, that one you definitely wait through. It did have news at 8:30, so you wait a couple of minutes. Even if you wait 5, you're in this trade, that trade, and you're in the short, which hit money management but not target, and you stop out for a single pip. So, and the long has canceled. Market about to open. Soybeans with a get in sync long. YM now with a get in sync short. Market's open, and that should be a entry into the short for the YM. Like where Russell stops out. Like for Russell with possible long trade. This is a big one too. Wick on the setup bar, and we're definitely in the short on the YM. That pops up now. Micro Russell triggers in. Definitely a target 2 here on Micro Russell. Money management, and we're already trailing. Stop is at 70.9. YM stops and reverses to long. Hits money management, but then there's target 1. That would have been big enough. It would have been 25 ticks. That's going to be all right. We're at 04 for the stop now. That entry was 01. Yeah, so 03 would have been the entry, and that's a stop out. Now we have a short setup. in the short. Micro Russell goes short, picks up a few ticks on the trailer on that initial trade, so a partial win. And that one is a full winner. And now we go back to long again. Kind of noisy morning. We need another needed tick. And we have another break-even trade on the YM. Money management on the Micro Russell. This is looking for full target 4 or target 3. Unleaded still short, crude still flat. Soybeans triggered into its. Oh, soybeans triggered into a short rather than long. Never got to the entry on the long. Soybeans on a 5-tick range bar, 1.25 point momentum bar for TradeStation. On counterpunch. Very slow morning on soybeans, and wouldn't be surprised if it's a pretty slow morning overall. Combination of the last day before Thanksgiving holiday, and it's also a beige book release today at 2 o'clock. So holiday, right next to a holiday and beige book, I would be skeptical of. I would be surprised if we get very much strong movement today. Crude and unleaded on the January contract. Soybeans on January. I don't expect to move off of that until sometime next month. Target 3 on the Micro Russell. So we now go to target. Next goal is target 4. Couple stop moves there. Now at 71.9. So this is small partial win. We'll call that a break even. It's given the very small size. Just a couple of ticks. 72.3. And 2 wins. Win on the short, win on this long. 3 trades so far. It's time to start looking at the micro NQ, but there's no place to put unleaded right now. All 6 of our charts on here are still active. Target 4 on the Micro Russell. Stop moves up to 73.3. Trailing that lavender line, that's the 14 EMA. Up close would get us a long setup on crude. Definitely in the short on soybeans. Short on unleaded. Flat on the pound Aussie after when two stop and reverses, and they break even. And more movement on the micro Russell. Stop to 74.7. YM pushing the new session highs. Crude trying to push up through the 50 EMA now. If we get up and close up above that 50, we will get a long setup. There's a short setup on the YM. That does trigger in. And would like to have adjusted around that 20 SMA, but I don't think I think it would be a little bit too far to adjust right now. Micro Russell stops out just beyond target 4. Trade number 3 in the books. 2 wins there. There's our long setup on crude at 96. So crude has just triggered in long. So flat on the micro Russell, long on crude, long on the short on the YM, flat on pound Aussie, long trade on the micro Russell. I'm going to track that. Whether we're able to get in that or not, I'm not sure yet. Need a tick. We got it. So that's money management. Looks like it's going to be 79.6 or 7. Yeah, 79.6. So that's going to be at least a break even for trade number 4. Get target 2, but that's nothing to do there. Target 3 is our goal, first goal. There it is. So that's win number 3. Target 4. YM full stop out on the short. All right. No changes so far. And we stop out on the break-even trailer on the micro Russell. So that's win number 3. 4 trades in. We can take one more win or 2 more trades to finish the session. Long on crude, short on unleaded, short on soybeans. Possible long trade on soybeans, that would be a stop and reverse at 26.25. If it sets up, we're looking for the cyan line to cross above the yellow line on the histogram. That's going to take another close. Looks like they're right at together right now. Yeah, it's above. Yep, minus 0.291, minus 0.495. So yeah, definitely above. This would give us a long setup. Oh, it may get filtered depending on which way the price goes, because I just saw them. Yeah. Trend indicator is going back and forth between up and down. It's down now, so that would filter the trade. Filter the trend mode would actually filter out the stop and reverse long. Watch that trend mode line change from red to blue. It's showing red now, which if the bar closes down like this, it will filter the long trade. Now, yeah, cyan line is back below the yellow, so not going to get the trade anyway if it stays down. If it goes up, we'll probably get it. So I just have to wait and see what it does. Squeeze zone trade filtered out on the pound Aussie. YM with another short. Not looking good for that one. And we're already all right. Short trade on the micro Russell. That's set up, but not triggered yet. It touched the stop, but it's still valid because it has not hit the entry yet. And we need 1 tick to get to our 14 tick minimum. 6.9. Crude taking some heat on the short. And unleaded still kind of in no man's land between the entry and the stop. All right. The YM touched money management, came back, stopped out at break even on the short trade. Short trade is still valid. It looks like we're getting a crossover on this bar. So the short will get canceled. If it closes up, we'll get a long trade. If it closes down, then just cancel the short is all. There's our long trade. Trade number 5. A little bit of a wick. That means, and it did touch, so I would push it up a tick. And make it 3. Triggers in. So trade number 5 is long. New session high on the micro Russell. And there is break even. So I'm going to go to 4. Let's cancel that out. Yeah, make that 82.4. That's what my trade would have looked like. New short on the YM. Back to the entry on unleaded. Crude taking some heat. And we did stop out for a break even on trade number 5 on the micro Russell. We do move that stop intra-bar. So that is a break even trade. No change on soybeans, still short. Still a possible long trade. Trend mode is back to pop up. And cyan is above the yellow, so this could be, as long as this closes up, it's going to be a long trade. Now let's see where it is here. 24.25, 25.5. All right, so 26.25 is going to be our entry point. And I'm going to go ahead and show it. Because if we close up, we're definitely going to get the trade. And so we'll adjust 2 ticks. Short trade on the micro Russell. Triggers in. Final trade. There's money management. It needed a tick, but I'm going to go ahead and mark up the target first. This will be the final trade. If win, lose, or draw, and it's trade number 6, but it would also be the 4th win if we can get down to target 3. And a nice target 2, and we're trailing on the YM. Target 4, target 1 is all we would be taking profit at. Stop and reverse to short on crude, or yes, on crude, and a short trade, still looking good on the short. And we stop out for a break even on micro Russell for trade number 6. So I'm going to put unleaded up there. Micro Russell is done. 3 wins, 2 break evens. Actually, 3 wins, 3 break evens. And see what we have going on the micro NQ. Activity to begin with. So we don't start our, right there is the first. Now that one, I'm afraid there's no way around. That's going to be a loser for the first one. 36, 10, 13, 20. No, that one's avoidable. Then we get a short. Yeah, that's a good trade. That's going to go for target 2. And it looks like it hits target 3 on the nose. So we have a one loss, 1 win. Have a long trade set up. It's got a little bit of a wick on it. Is one big enough to move? Nope, not quite. Target is still target 2. That one looks like it may stop and reverse. And it does stop and reverse. I'd have adjusted a point. So that unfortunately is the second loss. So 2 losses and a win. Make that 3 losses and a win. Ooh, is that too fast, or 43.01, 15? Nope. That's 3 losses and 1 win. So micro NQ is done already before we ever get to that short. And so we'll bring unleaded back down here. Tough day on the micro NQ, just in the noise. Yeah, micro Russell getting a little noisy as well. The YM, yeah, given the trailer there, the YM should have gotten positive on that trade. Soybeans, no change at all. Potential short trade. Well, no, that has canceled now also on the pound Aussie. And the filtered long, possible short canceled. Fruit in its second trade in the short. Soybeans in a short of a potential long trade. Stop and reverse long would be at 26 and a quarter. Soybeans on the lower right. YM should have gotten positive on about 3 or 4 trades. I'll have to go back and look. Pound Aussie playing catch up after 2 stop and reverses and a break even. Pound Aussie with long trade. That does trigger in. Kind of like that long, actually. Soybean stops and reverses. So soybeans is long. Pound Aussie is long. Soybeans is long. Unleaded is short. Fruit is short. YM and Micro Rustler done, as is Micro NQ. We are at 10 o'clock. So we won't take any more new trades on crude. Go to about 10:15 and they'll shut this stream down. Open up a new stream for crude oil inventory report. Soybeans on the move. And then stop and reverse it on the crude would have been at 79. Making the key level adjustment. Money management's at session low at 66. Soybeans within a tick of target 1. 28 flat. 1 tick away. We move the stop to 26.5. And we'll take a 7 tick target. Let's see. Loss on the first trade would have been 4 positions, 24 to 26.25, 9 ticks times 4 positions is 9 points. Down. Pound Aussie reaching up toward money management. 20335, 2.0335. Getting above that level. Money management is 3369, almost 337. Target is 339. So it means backing off before getting to target 1. We're going to watch and see. And Aussie pulls back a little bit. Yeah, session open and session high are up there. 0362-ish. 03622 for the high. So we're about 27, 28 ticks from the session high. Or 27, 28 pips. Back to 1 tick from target on soybeans. There's target. Stop will come to 26.5. And that will bring us 1 3/4 points. Brings us down to 7 1/4 points down. Now Aussie pulling back a bit. Crude and unleaded both headed the wrong direction. Potential stop and reverse on unleaded. 66. And it looks like that triggered. I probably would use that as an exit point. Not take another trade, being as we're almost 10:15 and we got the crude inventory report coming. Wouldn't take the long trade here. So we would be out there. Crude's still in the short, and I don't see anything that would give us a long. Oh, heck. Yeah, we've got a. Yeah, we could get the long there. Although I suspect if it goes up and triggers, we may get an overbought reading, but it came down and we're not getting that, so we're still oversold. Pound Aussie came back, tested the balance line. Now moving up toward money management again. Stop and reverse exit brings us flat on unleaded. Still in the long on soybeans. Still short on crude. That's all that we have left running. But it's time to call it a morning on this stream. And we'll be back in about 10 minutes for the new stream for the crude oil inventory report. So everybody have a good one. We'll see you back here shortly.